Hi, I'm Mike.
I'm Esther.
We live in Beaverton, Oregon. And I had, in 2006, January 2006, I was diagnosed with a anaplastic astrocytoma, which is a primary brain tumor. It's cancerous.
It happened to us pretty soon after we graduated college, and we just, started our careers down in the Bay Area in California. It just kind of hit us like a wall.
I started starting a new job, moving to a new city. Stress headaches it was an easy way to overlook it. The warning signs. I went a couple of months of having really bad headaches without going to the doctor, and at that time they diagnosed me with migraines. Then it became this, oh, I believe you. You're very, you can't see, but you have perfect vision. Because they tested my eyesight and they saw that my optic nerves were swollen. It was late. I went to a night clinic and he gave me a phone number on a card to call in the morning. The response when I called was, "How'd you get this number?" Because it was a doctor's only number. He wanted me to be seen as ASAP. It turned into we're going to send you to a neurologist because it could be extra fluid on the brain or,
10
less
different
likely.
other things.
10 different other things. But we'll send you to a neurologist. Went about my day that day. It was actually our 2-year wedding anniversary.
Yeah.
And we went out to dinner and she asked me to promise that it was not a tumor.
Yeah.
And I told her I couldn't. Then I had a message on my phone at like 8:31 in the morning from the neurologist's office wanting to see me. And when I called it back, she referred to me as her urgent case of the day. And so I went back in for my second scan and came out of it, and there were, instead of the one nurse, there was a group of 3 nurses. And I was like, okay, they're not letting me carry my backpack. They're not letting me carry anything. What's going on? Where am I? We'll just go sit in the room. And I was like, well, so I call my wife, what's going on? And there's like, honey, you're not leaving. You're going to be taken to the emergency. And so that was probably the toughest phone call I've ever had to make.
Yeah. It was tough to get that call on the other end, too. We had a bad feeling.
At each step, I think we were able to overcome, the worst of it. We were told that originally the original biopsy came back as non-cancerous. And then 2 weeks later, you get the call. And the C word comes out and brings in a whole new element that we thought we had scathed and gotten out of.
It was devastating, and it continues to be to a certain extent with his additional problems that have come up. It was after the surgery, they said it was benign, and then we found out maybe a week later that it was cancer. It was just all these ups and downs, and he's my baby.
Went through 6 weeks of chemo and radiation, which has given me a beautiful haircut permanently, and then another 36 weeks of chemo.
We went up for the consultation with the surgeons, and they did a job. Unbelievable. 6.5 hours, and they got it all. I can't thank them enough.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a tough thing as a parent to see your child go through. Like I say, it's not fair, but it's life.
And we got through it.
Yeah. And we will continue.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We don't know what the long-term effects are, because nobody lives long-term. So many brain tumor survivors, cancer survivors, make it 5 or 10 years, and, then they leave us. We're talking about most people that got my cancer, type of cancer, are usually much older, in their 50s and their 60s. And so their life expectancy is shorter, So you make it 10 years, there's 20% left of those people. Seeing what's going to end up happening with these young kids, such as myself, I think it's going to be interesting and a little scary.
When you're planning for your future, it adds an element of unknown that, makes you a little bit afraid to take any risks, that could compromise.
I have a tendency now to plan a year out, We get through with a vacation or something, it's like, okay, well, next year, let's book something, just to be hopeful and optimistic that, there's going to be a next year.
We don't let it hold us back completely.
No.
We had...
we just had a beautiful baby boy.
Just 18 months ago.
18 months ago. It's gone by fast. That's gone by fast.
We've always had that support system with us too, and I don't see how we could have gotten through this without a strong support system. I think that's the caretakers, the family, that network of support is just so important. It helps ease your fears when there's just somebody there to talk to be there with you, at a low point in your life, somebody who's willing to...
Somebody that shows up, when you say, no, I don't, it's fine, I don't need anything, we're good. And they just show up out of the blue with a plate of food, that'll feed us for the next week, Yeah,
you have to laugh.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you'll cry like I am all the time. So you have to laugh. You have to be happy each day. Draw as much out of as you can.
When something like this happens and, it makes you realize how much you love another person when the chance of them not being here tomorrow is real. And, we changed our pace of life after this and spend more time appreciating each other, and we have greater appreciation of our family and all of our friends who were there for us. And
got started our family of our own,
Yeah. I think we appreciate our son more now too.
Yeah.
Having him, we know that life is so precious, and it goes by so quickly. we feel like that time, going through what we had and then having children later, it helps you just appreciate those little moments more than we might have, had this not happened to us.
Right.
Every day you feel blessed that he's still here. He's still he's strong. He fights it hard. And I want to have his strength. So it's, I still get very emotional about it.
Aw, you love me.
Oh, I love you. I want to make sure he outlives me by a lot of years.
Attitude is everything, and it, just helps you be resilient and helps you get through tough times.
There's others like you who are going through this sort of thing, and this is why we're doing it, and we're participating in the brain tumor walk and trying to raise funds to get the word out there and hang in there.